Tech Week's pretty crazy. I mean, you pretty much live in the theatre and you bring your books and you've got to do all your work because nobody's allowed out of rehearsal. It's a full-on commitment and everyone's pretty exhausted at the end. But I think leading up to the performances and then getting through the performances, it's sort of bittersweet once you get to the other side and you think, oh, I'll never do that again. It's kind of sad. But it's a crazy week.
It's really like everything's like in fast motion. There's no slowing down and there's like so many quick changes, but it's gonna be really fun.
Tech Week is exhausting. But it's very good because by the time the show comes around, it's like we're used to it now. It's like a second home, so we just do it perfectly. Yeah. So Tech Week is really good, especially with your sister. Aww.
Tech Week is going well, I think. Last night was a little bit messy, but tonight it's getting better, and the show is tomorrow, and we're going to pull it together.
Tech Week is pretty much the most hectic and crazy part of any show because you've been practicing in a studio and everything looks really good, and then you get on stage and everything's just like completely terrible and everybody's messing up and forgetting steps. But after you practice for days and days and days, for hours, it finally comes together in the end.
Backstage is pretty organized. You know, we're in a big theatre and they have quite extensive rules in the way that you have to behave. I'm also aware that I'm always preparing students for a life past the whole school setup, so life in a career in dance. So I try to emulate that as much as possible backstage. So it's pretty rigid. Everybody has their own dressing rooms. You know what you're doing. Everybody has schedules. You know, I leave as little to chance as I possibly can.
Tech Week is like really hard. It's something that it challenges you, it pushes you, it's different from the usual class rehearsal. It's not a routine. It's a really like taste of the professional world, and it just gets really hard in terms of schoolwork and being at the Rotary Center at night and then going back to school the next day, and it really wears you out, but it's really good for you. It's just like a taste of what like a job would be like.
The hardest part is the sleepless nights, everything that I think that can go wrong, but I'm hoping that we're doing enough work and we're doing enough behind the scenes so that nothing does go wrong, or if it does, the students know it so well that they can cover and nobody would ever